on, everybody? I'm back with another YouTube video. Now, in today's video, guys, we are going to be doing 5 suggested apps for YouTube for you guys to use. So the reason why I decided to make this video is because I figured maybe some of you viewers wanted to make a step up for your channel. So I'm going to suggest some 5 phone apps for you, because I know some of you are kind of like me where you don't like to use computer editing apps because, number one, maybe you don't have a computer, or number two, maybe it's just too difficult to deal with some of those. And these are easy apps that you can really get used to, and you can just make perfect videos out of them. A couple of examples of some videos that I've made with just phone editing apps, like, you know, KineMaster, Pixel, some of the ones that I'm naming off today. Some of the videos that I made with just phone app editing apps, which is pretty much all my videos. Some of the major ones, I mean, my J-Station rant, my Jack to Hardy rant, and another one, my most recent one, Ruby Rube rant. Those are just some examples to throw out to you. And if you've watched the full video, I mean, it's great. It's got great quality. It's got some great easy editing that you can do. It just takes a little bit of time to get some things exported and then put onto YouTube. I know it's probably took me a full 3 hours to do my Ruby Rube rant, but if you keep it nice and short, it can be really simple and a very, very effective video. And I know for a lot of you guys, it's hard to make good videos, but I'm going to be using 5 suggested apps that I suggest for you guys so that you can make great, good quality videos and even funny videos. So I'm just going to be naming off some phone apps because I know, like I said, sometimes it's difficult to use some of them computer editing software apps that are really, really good, but very difficult to do. And even so, with these simple phone apps that you can use, it can make a extremely effective video. And even after the years of me making this channel, there's only been a few things I've used my computer for, and that's mainly for my profile. If you guys have looked onto my profile of my channel, I have a top video that I've made and popular uploads section that I've also created. Those things are things that you can only do with your computer. Things like also linking your account to AdSense are things that you can only do on your computer. And on your computer, you have Creator Studio on YouTube, which you can use to enable AdSense, and then download AdSense on your phone so that you can have a YouTube account where you earn money. I'm still currently working on that step right now. I've been thinking about earning money on YouTube for a long time, but I'm not exactly sure how to get there. So that's something I'm still working on. But anyways, let's get on to the 5 suggested apps that I suggest you use on YouTube to make your videos that much better. So in this video today, I'm going to be using actually one of the apps that I'm suggesting, and just kind of show off one of, you know, the apps that we have, and kind of show you a little round of things that you can do. So the first app that I suggest you use today, and this is kind of a controversial one, is GIF editor. I'll have to look back on to the thing, but I'll have picture icons for these. But this one is a GIF editor or something like that. This is a really controversial one because it really just depends on what YouTuber you are. Like, if you want to make your videos funny, then this one I suggest you do so that you can upload GIFs to KineMaster, which is probably my top suggested one that I'll use today, so that you can make good, funny videos with, you know, some GIFs, some memes in them. So let's get on to the app and show you, you know, just a little bit around about this app. Alright guys, so as you can see, it says GIF Maker Editor. I think it's pretty much the same thing, but you look that up and you can get this. A very, very great app if you want to make your videos funny, more entertaining, and things like that. And you can edit GIFs, upload GIFs. So to get GIFs onto GIF Maker Editor, your step is to you have to go to Google, and I think what you can do is actually just look up GIFs up here. So you can go to Studio, Jiffy, and you can choose anyone you want, but there's also Tenor and some others. And you can get a whole bunch of GIFs, and then if you download some sound MP3s and upload these GIFs onto KineMaster, you can get the correct sound, by the way. You can get some pretty good memes into your videos. So one of the GIFs that I've used is this one, and I used it in my latest video. But basically, once you download a GIF, so you know what, I'm actually going to look up a GIF for you guys to kind of help you guys out. So I'm going to look up a GIF. We're going to go with, just look up a GIF or something like that, just in case your GIF is not up there. And once you, let's just go with this one. Once you get onto it, you can share it. There'll be like a little share icon with it. But most of your GIFs will be on the GIF editor. But you get the idea. You have to share it and all that. But one of the ones that I used to share because it wasn't on here, most of them will be, is this one. It won't have any sound because the GIF does not, the Giphy editor does not, it doesn't go with sound. It's just GIFs. So as you can see, this is a never-ending 51 frame GIF. And if you go to manage, you can actually go through all the 51 frames that it has, just in case you want to save anything. And then, I got this one too as well. And you guys are probably like, well, guys, how do you save this, to another app that can use this? We will get further on to that. But one of the apps that I'm going to suggest today is KineMaster. And once you're done with your GIF, you click this little check button up here, and you click OK. You can do a whole bunch of different stuff, color, decoration, whatever you want. And then the little share icon on the left, and you can share it to any of these apps, and you can even click more, and that will show some of the apps that you have. And as you can see, KineMaster is one of them, which is one of the apps that I suggest you use today. Once you get to KineMaster, which we'll go through that later, you have to save this as a movie, I believe. And I've already saved it as a movie, as you can see. But yes, you have to save it as a movie. And then whenever you want to, you can add sound to it. So to add sound, you just go to Google and you look up like some MP3s that go along with the GIF. Like the one where the guy screams because he did an amazing roast would be like the like the rap battle GIF or whatever. And then you can not the rap battle GIF, but Super Hot Fire, that's his name. Super Hot Fire MP3. Oh, not MP3, MP4. MP4. And then you can, one of the best ones I suggest you use for MP3s is the instant one. And you can just download the MP3 really, really easily. And once you download that, click download. You can open the file. As you can see, that popped up. And then once that is done, you want to go to your files on your phone. And then let's go to audio. And then you just...
anything.
That's one of them. But once you do that, you want to just hard press on it and then click share. And then share it to any of the apps that it has. I wasn't able to share it to KineMaster, but that's okay. If you go to KineMaster, which I'll show you around, there'll be an audio part that you can upload the sound to. But we'll get more into KineMaster. Like I said, this is a controversial one. This just all really depends on how you are with your videos. If you want to, I don't know, let's say you want to make your videos really, really funny. This would be the one I suggest you use. So, let's get on to our fourth option. I'm back, and for the fourth option that I have for you guys today, the fourth option that I suggest is Pixel Lab. Pixel Lab is a great thumbnail editing app for your YouTube videos. Now, if some of you don't know what thumbnail means, which I'm pretty sure we all really know what thumbnails is, that is basically the picture of your video. And I know a lot of you, that's probably one of the first steps that I would suggest you getting, making a good thumbnail, because you want to tie in your viewers, and the thumbnail is the very first step. That's where I started. I started editing my thumbnails, and obviously they were pretty bad quality and they weren't very good. But Pixel Lab is just amazing for making great thumbnails where you can add in text, you can add in, whatever like color you want, like brightness or whatever. Just a whole bunch of different stuff that you can edit with. First, before I show you, around with Pixel Lab, I have to give you an example of a picture that you can download, and then you can share it to Pixel Lab. And actually, you don't need to share it to Pixel Lab because it will already automatically, once you download that picture, once you download that image, by doing that, all you have to do to download an image is simply go into Google, look up whatever image you want, look for the perfect one, hard press on the image once you get all the way into it, and then it'll have two suggestions. It'll have share image and download image. You want to click download image unless you want to share it, as you can just share it to Pixel Lab right away. But I suggest just downloading it because it's really quick. Just download it, and it will automatically save to Pixel Lab and your gallery. So, and your files as well. So let's go into Pixel Lab and show you a little bit around, how Pixel Lab works. What you can do with Pixel Lab. So without further ado, let's go to Pixel Lab. All right, guys. So I'm going to Google, and we're just gonna look up something real quick. We're gonna look up, I don't know. We're gonna look up Ruby Rube. How about that? Ruby. That's a really easy one, right? So if maybe you want to make a Ruby Rube rant, which that's what I did. All you have to do is go to whatever image you want. Let's say you want this image. Hard press on it like this, and you'll get two options. You'll get share image and download image. This really just depends on what phone you have, but for most phones, the one I have is the Samsung Galaxy 8. It'll show this. So you just want to click download image. Once you have downloaded it, it will show this on your menu. Then you can just go to Pixel Lab, which you can download off the App Store. By the way, all of these you can download off the App Store. This is the recent thumbnail that I actually made. So we're going to get rid of all that. All you have to do is just swipe them away once you're done with an old thumbnail, and it won't go in. And then you want to click really whatever one you want, just depends. But if you want to make a thumbnail, you want to click from gallery. And this will show all the pictures that you have downloaded. As you can see, some familiar pictures that you have seen are up here. So let's use this Ruby Rube one. All right. So let's say you want to make a Ruby Rube rant. So I suggest clicking the corner to make it bigger. If you click the sides and all, it'll make like it scratchier and stuff, which isn't very good. So these are just some backgrounds that you can use. This isn't like for a thumbnail that you want. But text is one of the major ones. And all you have to do is go to A and then click add text. And you can add like some kind of text in there. And then you can add in whatever style you want. Let's say you want this style. And then click edit style. And you can change it to, whatever text you want. We're just going to put in that. And then you can, some of the major ones are like size. You can change the size to whatever you want. The color, you can change it to whatever you want. And the font as well. Oh, wait, we're in that one. And you can add two different kinds of text, by the way. You can just add in as many texts as you want. But I just put in one for mine all the time. So, and then, you can make it curve if you want to. Just a whole bunch of stuff. You can align it. That's if you have, like, a lot of wording in there. But and then you can add in a stroke, which is basically like an end color. A shadow, which that doesn't really change much, but it can be very, very effective depending on what background you have. Inner shadow. Emboss, like, kind of inverts the text a little bit. And then you can even add in some 3D text if you want. So that's what the text can do. And then you can even go in here and you can draw whatever you want. I mean, you can just, draw whatever. There's, some drawing icons that you can do. You can change, like, how the background looks in the sightings. And then, like, even some transparent backgrounds, too, and stuff. And even you can vignette it so it looks kind of like this, or stripes. You can change the brightness or contrast, or hue too. Contrast does a lot. And you'd be surprised how this can change a lot of things. Saturation as well. So that's basically how you can make these thumbnails. And I'm going to show you how to actually add these thumbnails onto your YouTube videos when we get on to the next couple of suggested apps. So without further ado, let's go on to the next suggested app. All right. I'm back, and for our third option today, I'm going to be going with Mobizen or DU Recorder. Both of these are kind of the same things, but these are basically things that you can use to film on your phone. And I've actually been using this one for the entire time for this video. I've been using Mobizen actually. So I'm going to use DU Recorder for this one, and then I'm going to show you around Mobizen. Very, very simple apps to manage, and you can make, play some games while you record videos and then, upload them onto YouTube, because they'll actually go onto your videos on your camera, and then you can just share it to YouTube basically. And the thing I love about Mobizen and DU Recorder is that they will link to KineMaster so that you can edit those filmed videos, which is really, really nice. And they also link to YouTube, so that's really, really nice as well. So that's what I love about these two apps. This is also another controversial one because it's really just whatever you want. You want. They're basically the same exact thing. DU Recorder just has a little step up with you can do live streams on your phones as well, which sometimes I do, but usually I do live streams on my PS4. So it's really whatever one you want. Let's say that maybe you don't have Mobizen and you can use DU Recorder, or you don't have DU Recorder, so you can use Mobizen. I personally like Mobizen better. I don't know why, but I've used Mobizen for most of it. I never really used DU Recorder. So they're both basically the same thing. In this one, I'm just going to show you DU Recorder. They're basically the same exact thing, so don't worry. The same exact steps. That's all you got to do. So let's show you around this one. All right, guys, so we are back. And as you can see, on the right side of my screen is a little Mobizen icon. I'm going to move it around for you, and it will show you how much time has passed. And you can go into whatever app you want, and this will stay. So I'm going to show you a little bit around with DU Recorder. So basically, both apps will have little icons like this one, and all you have to do is tap onto either one you want. And if you tap on like DU Recorder, all you have to do is click whatever one you want. So if you want to do a live stream, you can do on the one on the bottom. And then if you want to edit some of the videos, you can do that one. And then if you want to look at the gallery of your Mobizen videos, you can look at that one, or record, you look at this one. When you are ready to make the video, all you have to do is click on whatever one you are wanting to do. And it will say 3, 2, 1, go. It's literally that simple. That's all you have to do. And both will have a little icon on your screen, and you can move it to wherever you want, as you can see. I can move it whenever I want, and it will still record. So the way to stop recording, as you can see on my Mobizen one, is the one that's recording right now. All you have to do is you can either pause it, take a picture, or you can stop it with the little square button. So that's how you use Mobizen and DU Recorder. Pretty simple, not a lot of steps. And, you can make a pretty effective video. So, let's get on to my next suggested app. So, for our number 2 option, I've kind of been between number 1 and number 2, but I figured this one is more of like, a difficult one to manage with. So, for this one, I decided to do KineMaster. I know I've been talking about this one throughout all my videos, but KineMaster is just amazing. You can make amazing videos with KineMaster. It's incredible what KineMaster can do, especially for phone apps. And it's basically it's got the same computer software that you can use on your computers, but it's just so much simpler, and I love KineMaster. It's super effective, and it's probably the best video editing app for your phones. It's just incredible what KineMaster can do, and I'm going to use it to make this video in the first place. And it will say made by KineMaster on the video, which is kind of annoying, but you just got to deal with it, right? But yeah, KineMaster is just incredible. I made some incredible videos with KineMaster where I could just combine all the videos that I made together, trim some things out, add in, whatever text I want. And I'm just going to show you some of the basics of things that you can do. I probably haven't learned everything that you can do in KineMaster yet, because there's just so much you can do with KineMaster. It's incredible. But I'm just going to show you a little bit of some basic stuff with KineMaster. This app is just, I really suggest it for you guys. It's incredible what KineMaster can do. And it will take some time to export some of the videos that you make, depending on how long they are and how much, editing there is in there and everything like that. But it is definitely worth it. I've had to probably sit for an hour and wait, or more like about a half hour for some of my videos to export, and then, have to share them or whatever. But it's just incredible what these videos, what KineMaster can do. So, without further ado, let me show you a little bit around KineMaster. Alright guys, so we're back, and we're going to use KineMaster, this little app icon right here, this pink one with the K. And KineMaster is just incredible. I love KineMaster, and as you can see, I've made a whole bunch of projects. Most of them I just delete after because they'll stay up on YouTube anyway. But yeah, KineMaster is just absolutely incredible what you can do with KineMaster. So to give you an example, I'm just going to use my Ruby Rube rant and show you a little bit around there. So basically, to add a new project, all you have to do is, you can go to YouTube too, if you want to do that, because KineMaster is linked to YouTube. I just exited out. But yeah, because KineMaster is linked to YouTube, you can also go to the KineMaster shop, and you can buy some different stickers or whatever that you want to add into your videos. But the main thing we want to look at here is this icon, the film icon. And you can choose whatever screen you want, a square screen, rectangle, side rectangle, whatever one you want. I personally like the side rectangle one. And the first icon you want to click on is media. And then basically add in whatever you want. Once you have added that in, you will get a video. Let's just use my Rube rant for example. Video files. Oh yeah, because I deleted it. Duh. But you can basically add in whatever you want. We're gonna actually use the videos that I've used for today. So I'm pretty sure the first one. By the way, it does it from oldest to newest. So just look through, choose whatever ones you want. So this is the oldest one I made. This is my intro, and I'm just going to go over some simple stuff that you can do with it. So maybe you want to add in an intro and you forgot to add it in. All you have to do is put it to wherever you want to add that video into. You want to, once again, go to media, not layer. I'm going to show you around layer in a minute, but media, and then whatever you want. So as you can see, there's GIF Studio. You don't actually want to go to there. For the GIF editor thingy, your GIFs will actually be made from the movies, not GIF Studio, movies, because that will make it, do the frames and everything like that. Just to verify there, not GIF Studio, movies is the one you want to use to upload GIFs into KineMaster. And then as you can see, all this stuff that I have, Mobizen, it has Discord link to it, downloads, Facebook, VZ Media, pretty much everything that I've recorded on is linked to KineMaster, and that's what I love so much about it. So let's say I forgot to add in my intro. My intro, I actually exported it. So for my intro, I'm going to have to do this one. So these are basically all the KineMaster videos that I made. So we're going to do Errors Horror, this one right here. And then you can get in your nice little intro. Now, for that one, let's say I don't want that intro. So simply to delete whatever you don't want, click on it. And then on the left, it will say delete. And then a couple of other things. Let me actually put in my other one that I had. I think it's downloads. Yeah, I want this one for my channel. So yeah, once you've gotten basically whatever you want in, you can add in layer. And in layer, you can add in media. Now, media is kind of weird unless you want to add in like a picture or anything. But if you want to add in a picture, I suggest, you have to do layer, media, so that it can pop up on the screen. And when you add in a picture, let's go with some pictures. We'll just add in that picture right there. Then you can just move it around. I know this just doesn't make sense, but and you can add in some animations for the picture. You can even trim the picture if you want it to. But you can add in an animation for the picture, so like when it will go in, like a fade or whatever you want, and an an out animation or an overall animation, what it will do until it's done. To change the amount of time that the picture stays up there, you have to mess with this little duration thing. You have to use kind of the top of your thumb to move it around. But as you can see on the very bottom of the screen, I'm kind of messing around with the time that it stays. I just usually suggest the amount of time that it has, unless my the amount of time I'm talking, just doesn't fit with it. But that's how you add in that. You can even add in text, stickers, everything like that. They all have basically the same exact thing. They all have like the same basis, how you use them all and everything like that. You can even add in audio, and this is where I went to, the downloaded audio that I made. As you can see, reaction video super hot fire. That's the one I just downloaded early on in this video. And all you have to do is click on it. And you can listen to it. And then just click the add button. And you'll get that. And then, it'll add into that. And it's very, very effective what it can do. You can even add in voice. And you can change what your voice sounds like. Like you can go into this and you can trim whatever you want. You can trim to left of playhead, right of playhead, so that, you can make cutscenes where you don't want stuff happening, so that you don't have to pause the video every 5 seconds. Things like that. Simple stuff like that. As you can see, I can change it to Vignette. I can change my voice to whatever I want. Just a whole bunch of stuff, mumbo jumbo that you can use. As you can see, KineMaster it's a lot, all right? But you'll get used to KineMaster, and it will become extremely easy using KineMaster. Just once you get the hang of KineMaster, it's really, really simple if you think about it. You put it all into perspective. So this is the video I'm actually going to edit. So I'm going to save this, and the way you save this is you just click this little icon right here. Once you are done with that save, there's a lot of things you can do. You can delete it if you want to delete it. You can share it if you want to share it. Play it if you want to play it. And obviously, if you want to change the name, you can too. Just do a little bit of that action right there. And if you want to share it, that's probably the thing we're looking for mainly here. So to share it, you have to actually wait and export it first. So skip. Once it is finished exporting, obviously I'm not going to wait for this entire video to export, but once it's finished exporting, up here where it says video ads, there'll be your exportation will be right here, and then you can there'll be a little share icon. It will take you to YouTube, and you can eventually share it. So that's basically just some of the basics of how you can deal with all that. As you can see, I have a whole bunch of projects here that I've made. So yeah, that's how to get the hang of KineMaster. Let's get down to our final suggested app. So for my last app that I suggest for you, and this is probably my most strongly suggested one, is YouTube Studio. Every YouTuber who wants to make good videos should have YouTube Studio. And it's not only to make good YouTube videos, but also to look at how your channel is going, and to prepare your video before it gets exported and shared out into the internet. Obviously, you can simply private the video, but you kind of want to make it less, suspicious, and just get it all done before the video is uploaded so you don't have to wait. So YouTube Studio is probably an app that I suggest all of you to get. This is one that it's a must. It's a must-do to have YouTube Studio. So without further ado, let's look into YouTube Studio and show you around YouTube Studio. As you can see, YouTube Studio will be this little settings icon here, and it will say YouTube Studio. And then you can go into all of your videos and look at a whole bunch of mumbo jumbo. So let's go dashboard here. And as you can see, there's a whole bunch of stuff you can do. You can look at all your uploaded videos, from most recent to even most viewed. So as you can see now, it's from popular uploads perspective, but I suggest most recent. You can look at your playlists and all that. You can look at all your comments that have been published. Some comments won't actually show up on your YouTube videos, so if you want to see some of the comments that don't show, you want to go to either held for review or likely spam. So yeah, those won't show up in your YouTube videos, but that's because YouTube thinks they're spam and all that. And one of the things that a lot of YouTubers like to look at every once in a while is analytics, and you can look at, your top video ratings, likes versus dislikes, watch time for subscribers, your estimated revenue, average view duration, views, your watch time, just all this important data that you can look at. That's actually pretty interesting if you ask me. Just a whole bunch of stuff that you can look at, all this data that you can look at to see how your channel is really going. Now, the part I think all of you really want to look at is editing your videos. So I'm going to go into my Ruby rant, and I'm not going to change anything about it, and you can literally do everything you can do with it and not change anything with it. But so there's a couple of things you can do. You can press the share button, you can press the YouTube button. Those will both just go to YouTube and all that. But you want to click the edit icon. If you have monetization added, you can add in ads. I don't have monetization yet, but this is basically where you can change everything you want. You can change the title. You can change the description. You can put it to a playlist before it even uploads. You can put it either public, private, or unlisted. I think the part we're all here for, though, is edit thumbnail. And basically, once you have saved a like a thumbnail to Pixel Lab, so once you're done with your Pixel Lab picture, there'll be like a save icon, and I think you can save it, and it will save it to your gallery, and you can go through anything you want for a thumbnail. And just once you're all done with all your changes, simply click save. And then there's also advanced settings. You can put it in whatever category you want. You can allow comments if you want. Put in like standard YouTube license, age restrictions. I don't know why age restrictions, but that just really depends on the video that we're making. But all this good stuff, and this is why I suggest YouTube Studio, because it's just really interesting to look back onto some of your stuff and change your thumbnails, of course. I think that's what we're all really here for, is to learn how to change thumbnails. But anyways, those are 5 apps that I suggest you to use. Let's get back to the camera screen, actually, so I can end this video off. So, yeah. Alright, guys, so I'm back, and those are 5 suggested apps that I suggest you use to make your videos that much more effective, and I'm pretty much going to use almost all the apps that I just suggested you to use for the making of this video. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and I know a lot of people, they probably looked up this because they want to learn how to make better videos, but make it really, really simple. And that's when I first started YouTube. I wanted to make really, really good videos, like once I got it later on, and I started realizing that I had a big channel, so it was time to make it better. And these apps have just helped me along the way, and they have made things so much better, and I'm getting so much, better and better with these apps. I'm just making these incredible videos, and it's incredible what you can make with just these simple apps, and you can make amazing videos. My Ruby rant, for example, amazing video, and all I had to use was like 5 different apps. That was it. So anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Look forward to more live streams over the weekend, gaming videos, maybe some rants. We'll just see. We'll have to get some more information about some of these YouTubers. But anyways, like and subscribe, guys, and as always, I will see you next time.